Hi, Doctor. My name is Anthony Costanzo. I am a digital marketing specialist based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I came across your website, thought I'd just shoot you this short video, just kind of giving you some tips on how to improve your ranking in Google and ultimately get it to page one for your main keyword. So first off, not a bad looking website. I like how you have a quick call to action right in front. Business owners don't understand how important that really is. It just converts to a lead so much better when the prospect could, find your find your phone number right when they get to your website and just click and call you. So overall, it's not a bad looking website. It's a little outdated, I would say, but overall, it's not bad. And I'm not going to really get into the aesthetics of your website right now because as far as ranking goes, it doesn't matter all that too much. So I'm going to get more into how you rank your website to page one for your main keyword, right? So if someone is in the Greensboro area and they want to find a dentist, they'll type in dentist Greensboro NC. What comes up are the map section right here, and then the organic section. So ultimately where you want to be is the top three, the map section, and the top of the organic section. Getting on page one for this keyword alone will just bring in a ton of business for you, right? So why is trydentistry.com on page one and you are not? Well, there's a lot of different things that goes into ranking your websites that I'm not going to get into every little thing in this video. But there are really, three main categories, right? And you focus on these three categories, you will, rank to page one every single time. Now, the first category is content. I always tell people think about Wikipedia, right? You type in anything in Google, you type in elephant. What's the first thing that comes up? It's Wikipedia. This is because the amount of unique authoritative content they have relative to that subject, which is elephants, right? Anything from the size, the bones, the head, the ears, anything they could talk about elephants, they're talking about. Google loves this. They love to see you putting in the work. And it tells Google, what you are doing or what you are talking about, where you do it, right? So this tells Google, if you talk about dentistry in Greensboro, North Carolina, this tells them, okay, you are a dentist in Greensboro, North Carolina. So you will start ranking for that keyword, right? So I like to say start off at least 1,000 to 2,000 words on your homepage of highly unique authoritative content, and I would put in there I like that you have dentistry in Greensboro, North Carolina right here, and then I would just throughout the website or throughout the homepage I would just sprinkle in a couple more keywords such as cosmetic dentistry, Greensboro, North Carolina, family dentistry, Greensboro, North Carolina, TMJ, veneers, right? Start talking about this on your homepage. Let Google know the type of work you do and where you do it, right? So that would be the first thing I would do, 1,000 to 2,000 words. And then, for each of your service pages, I would do, same thing, around 1,000 words for each of them. And then I would start a blog, right? Now, a blog is just another excuse to write content on a weekly basis, anything relative to your industry. The more you're writing on your website, the more Google bots are looking at your website, right? And if they're liking the content you're writing, meaning it's unique, authoritative relative to your industry, you will ultimately start to rank higher. Right, so if you take a look here, this is your competitor who's on page one. They have 225 pages of content on their website, which is a lot, right? This is why they rank number one, or one of the reasons why. Compared to you, you have 36 pages, right? Kind of the name of the game here is to beat your competitor out in these categories. So since they have 225, you want 250, 300 pages. You really want to dominate them in this category. So, and like I said, one way to do that is just start a blog and just blog on a daily basis, a weekly basis if you can, anything relative to the dentistry industry. right? So that would be the first category I would focus on. Second category is citations. Now, think of citations as anywhere on the web you could put your business's name, address, and phone number, right? So think of like Yelp, Bing, Facebook, any social media. The more your business is cited across the web, the more trusted you look in Google, right? Google takes a look at it is like, wow, look at, Dr. Adornetto. I probably just butchered that. I apologize. They are listed all across the web, right? They're in Yelp, they're in Facebook, Twitter, Bing. They must be pretty established as a dentistry in Greensboro, North Carolina, right? And this book is another way to really bump up your ranking and get trust within Google. And, business owners don't understand that, there's hundreds of these citations you could be listed in. There's over 500. And I'd be happy to send you all of them that you could be listed in. And just simply start making accounts with them. All of them are free. They'll try to sell you stuff, but that doesn't matter. As long as your business is listed in them, you will build trust in Google just by doing that, right? So that's the second thing. Start creating your social media accounts. Get on Yelp, Manta, Bing, Yahoo, right? Just start listing your business all across the web. That would be the second category. Third category, I would say, is just as important as content is backlinking. Now, think of backlinking as someone else on the web talking about your website. For instance, if the New York Gazette wrote an article about the best dentistries in Greensboro, North Carolina, and they said, go check out your website, right? They linked your domain onto their article. And so that is someone else on the web talking about your website. It's a backlink. Not only is that someone else on the web talking about your site, it's the New York Gazette. They're very established, they're very trusted in Google already. So since they're trusted in Google and they're talking about your website, it basically passed the trust onto your website, right? Think of it as a popularity contest. The more popular people on the web that are talking about your website, the more popular you become. So right now you have a trust flow of 0. You have 3 domains linking back to you. So you basically have no trust within Google because you have nobody else trusted on the web that's linking back to your website. Compared to your competitor, try Dentistry. They have a trust flow of 16 and 46 people linking back to them. Anything in the double digits is pretty good. They're pretty trusted, but it's not too crazy. So like I said before with content, you got to beat competitor out in each one of these categories. So since they have 46, you want 80, you want 100 domains linking back to you that are highly trusted, right? And you want a trust flow of 20, 30. And there's a variety of ways to go about getting these links. You could simply start reaching out to your local newspaper companies, local businesses in the area who own blogs, and have them write articles, tell them you're a new business in town or you're a local business, and they'll be happy to give you some free content. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to go about it. I could make a whole nother video just on getting these links. Cool thing about my business, I actually have a business partner. He owns hundreds of highly trusted blogs, and these blogs they have a trust flow of 20, 30, some over 50, a lot in the medical industry as well. And we simply start, blogging about your website, your business, and this is what really shoots you up the rankings, right? Not only shoots you up the rankings, but gets you to page 1, right? Linking this, getting highly trusted blogs talking about you with good content on your website, you will really start to rank for dozens of keywords, right? Because the more content you're writing, the more keywords you could put in there. Match that with the highly trusted people on the web that are talking about you. Those two combined is ultimately what will get you to the top of page 1 for your main keywords. Now, like I said, there's a lot of other things that goes into it. But those are really, those three things are the main categories, and I think you should focus on. So if you got any questions for me, just feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to make you other videos explaining a little more. I am not far from Greensboro either, so I could come in and talk to you. But thanks for watching this video and have a great day.